a little bit, and I'd like to point out for those of you who would like to learn more about what's going on in the City of Henderson and their efforts in sustainability, the Governor's Office of Energy, that'd be goe.nv.com, .gov, excuse me, has a YouTube video on there that was done by unrehearsed. It's wonderful. I would love to put this girl to work for us. Kathy Ogle and Ed McGuire did a video about performance contracting with the City of Henderson, and it's very generic but very informative. You might look at that video sometime, or send me an email at pira@amoresco.com, and I'll send you a copy of that video. Also, how can people get a hold of your website? What's your website if they want to see what you're doing there?
Well, for folks who want more information about the City of Henderson, its great programs and the various departments and Parks and Rec and the other facilities and programs that we have, they can visit our website at cityofhenderson.com, cityofhenderson.com. And we encourage them to reach out to us if they have any questions or concerns. There's the ability to leave questions as well.
That's great. And our listeners, if you have any questions on this last segment of the show, our number is 702-257-5396. The City of Henderson's fleet and electric vehicles effort. I want to talk a little bit about that. I was involved with that early on in your project, and tell us what you're doing with fleet.
Well, you know, we have 1,300 vehicles in our fleet, and that includes police cars, fire trucks, ambulances, heavy equipment, and regular use vehicles like trucks and cars. And 90% of our fleet is actually uses some form of sustainable or alternative fuel. So they will be something other than gas or diesel. So it could be biofuels, liquefied natural gas, or hybrid vehicles.
90%?
90% of our vehicles.
It's a great effort.
Yeah, it is.
And how about electric vehicles? Do you have
We have a couple of electric vehicles right now. We have 2 that are solely electric, and we have 102 that are hybrids.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
So you have some charging stations
We
in
do
the
have
city?
some charging station, and we're putting new charging stations in as well. We have some at the City Shop and at City Hall right now, but we're also adding them to the Heritage Senior Center, the Multi-Generational Center, and the Downtown Rec Facility, and we'll also be adding more to the City Hall facilities as well.
In the parking lot there.
Mm-hmm.
So are you going to be adding charging stations, and maybe Stan knows more about this, for the electric highway that Tesla's working on as well?
Right. Well, not just Tesla, but that's a government effort, Office of Energy as well. And basically...
or Nevada Department of Transportation.
and also, yes, kind of a partnership, and MV Energy and Valley Electric Association as well. So the whole goal is to do DC fast charge stations between Las Vegas, Henderson, and on up to Reno. So every 100 miles we hope to have a facility where someone can actually pull up and recharge their electric car relatively quickly. So we're starting to see more electric cars coming out on the market now that are going beyond just 100-mile range. They're reaching 200-mile. That should be the new standard going forward over the next couple of years. So it's been really great to see that building up. During the segment too, I'd like to just make a couple announcements about the Green Alliance and some mixer events that are coming up in the next few months. Green Alliance of Nevada, and greenalliancenv.org is our website. But on September 1st, from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m., we're going to be doing a green tie event, and this is a green mixer. It's open; the public can attend, as well as members of our Green Alliance. But we're going to be at the SunWest a custom showcase home at McDonald Highlands, and this particular home won a Silver Nugget Award from the Las Vegas Review-Journal. Very sustainable, but also the SunWest really pulled out the architecture skills on this one. They have a beautiful scenery of the valley, but also the way they use water. The nickname for the showcase is Water's Edge, so there's a lot of water features, and very efficient, but also very artistic, and a lot of neat design. So that'll be our event on September 21st from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. And if you visit greenalliancenv.org, you can register to attend that event. Also on October 19th, another green mixer is with the Valley Electric Association. That's a co-op utility out in Pahrump, and they've put together a community solar garden where co-op members, ratepayers out there, are also members of the co-op, so they can have bought into this big solar farm that's out there, and they all get a piece of the ownership of that. So we'll be touring that, and there'll be a bus available, so if someone signs up for our event on October 19th, we provide the bus ride out there as well.
Nice. Thanks, Stan. Before we get too far away from the city of Henderson, Mayor March, again, congratulations on winning the seat. Welcome to the city and the office. Are there other things that you'd like to talk about in the world of sustainability or regional planning or Henderson Strong?
Well, I think that we are committed to community, and certainly we're looking at what's going to be happening in the West Henderson area. That's a 12,000 acre area to the west of the Henderson Executive Airport that seems to be drawing a lot of interest, not only from business and industry, but also housing developers. The Inspirata community is out there, the Sun City Anthem community is out there. We're looking at road design and master planning that area to make sure that we're meeting the needs of residents coming into the future. And we have some development projects that are on the books. One major project will be coming before the Planning Commission in September that involves some mixed-use urban center. And folks do get confused a little bit about what urban center is. Some folks think it's affordable housing. It's really a little more density, much like the district or downtown Summerlin. So we're looking at folks want choice. They want housing choice, and they choose quality of life and as what they want. And so it gives them an opportunity and an option to choose something that's maybe a little different than the typical single-family residential neighborhood.
There's a lot of unique housing in Henderson, I've found. I just saw there was an apartment complex opened up on
Paseo Verde?
Horizon Ridge
Oh.
and is that Gibson? Horizon Ridge and Gibson. And I looked at that and looked at that. Wonderful views up there because it's very elevated, hence the Horizon Ridge name. Great looking, new, modern looking apartments just opened up there. There's a lot of construction going on in that southern end of Henderson. Great area to live in.
On Paseo Verde, an apartment complex recently opened, and they actually have a charging station as well, and also some urban gardens. They put some gardens in.
So very sustainable minded in the city of Henderson.
Thank
you for the work
changing.
you guys do. I
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
wonderful to see it more mainstream, and that the development community wants to incorporate it into the designs.
Well, Henderson should be wearing the T-shirt that we give away at the Green Alliance, says green before green was groovy. So you guys were getting green way before anybody else in the valley was, and you went at it in a big way. So hats off to all the mayors in the city of Henderson.
Thank you very
Everyone's
much.
done a great job.
And if anyone wants to know more about Henderson Strong, we do have a website. It's hendersonstrong.org if they want to visit our site for Henderson Strong.
Thank you for that. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Stan, back to you. You got some upgrades for us, excuse me, on electric vehicles, and where's that world headed?
Yeah, it continues to improve. We're seeing a lot more focus on that, basically even at nation-state level. So we're seeing countries like France and UK basically outlawing diesel and gasoline engines by the 2040. So they're actually trying to make the shift to more electric infrastructure. The country of China is putting a big emphasis into it now. So it's a worldwide movement from what was just kind of a small movement just a few years ago. So interesting to see that kind of growth. On Saturday, we're going to have an event at Findlay Chevrolet from 10 a.m. to noon to look at the Chevrolet Bolt. So if anybody's interested wants to come out, then we'll be available.
Wonderful.
Thanks, Stan, and that's all for this week on Shades of Green. We'll see you next week on Shades of Green. Keep it green out there.
Thank you.